If you love plantain chips or any snack that is crunchy, listen closely. Today I'm going to be showing you how to make your own plantain chips that will always come out crunchy every single time you make it. You can make this snack for commercial purposes. You can also make this snack and enjoy it at home with your family. Hello family, welcome back to the channel. Let's get right into it. So for this recipe, I'm going to be using unripe green plantains. Make sure they're properly unripe because any plantain that is slightly ripe can affect the texture of our chips. The first thing to do is to wash your plantains thoroughly. You can add some salt to help with the washing process. I washed these plantains thoroughly till the water ran clear. Now a very important tip. If you do not want that sticky sap clinging to your hand after peeling your plantains, then oil your palms. Because unripe plantains are a bit firm, peeling them can be a little tricky. I usually cut off both ends and make a shallow slit along the skin and then gently remove the peel. You really do not need to remove most of the plantain itself. All you should do is just take off the skins. After you've taken off the skin, you also need to take away the stubborn parts. You do not want to be seeing this in your plantain chips, so very gently trim them away. After peeling, I actually love washing the plantains again. You can just proceed to just slice your plantains immediately. Now we're ready for the most important part. The outcome of your plantain chips depends on how you slice it. So this is the first method of slicing. You just use the knife and as much as possible thinly slice. The thinner your plantain slices, the crispier your plantain chips. I hope you get the point. Now we are done with the first method of slicing. Now to the second method. You see these two simple tools you might have in your kitchen. They do not get as much credit as they deserve. So if you have these tools in your kitchen, you can use this for your second method of slicing. If you have the slicer, please use it because it does the job perfectly well. It gives you a thinner and more even slice. Take a look at these two slices. The one on the top was sliced using this slicer, while the one below was sliced using a knife. I believe you can see the difference. These slicers are very affordable, so it's something you can get. Not only does it make your job faster, it makes it more easier. Now to our third method of slicing. With this kitchen tool, I slice it into long strips. While slicing with this kitchen tool, make sure you're careful so you do not mistakenly cut yourself. If you're going to be making plantain chips for commercial use, I think it's advisable to stick to one slicing method so that what you're selling will look organized and coordinated. We still have one slicing method coming up. Stay tuned, you don't want to miss anything. So after slicing, you might like to season it a bit, add little water and salt in a small bowl and dilute it properly. While that is dissolving, let's get to our next slicing method. Pour in your choice vegetable oil into a pot. Make sure you put enough oil so that your chips can properly fry. Make sure you test your oil before frying everything together. Drop in one plantain slice. Once it dances around like this and fries, just know that it's ready. You can see that it's slightly fried. You can drop it back into the oil. And now to our next slicing method. With your slicer, just slice in your plantains directly into the pot. The advantages of this slicing method: the plantain stays individually. You do not have to separate them while dropping it into the oil. The disadvantage is that while dropping the slices into the oil, you can mistakenly splash oil on yourself. While using this method, just be careful. When you test your oil properly before use, your plantain chips gets to fry perfectly. Now remember the water and salt we set aside. All you do is just sprinkle it into the oil. A little sprinkle actually goes a long way. If you do not want to sprinkle it, you can just measure a teaspoon and add into the hot oil. You will notice the plantains change color while it fries. Keep an eye on them because plantain chips can go from perfectly golden to perfectly burnt in 1 minute. Now this is the batch we sliced using knife. I seasoned with some dry pepper because I wanted this batch a bit spicy. You really do not have to do too much, just add your dry pepper and properly mix. Now our second batch is properly frying. If you wish, you can season with some salt solution, the one we made earlier. So guys, if you've watched to this point, I believe you're learning a thing or two. Consider subscribing and joining this beautiful growing family. If you have a family or friend that loves video like this, go ahead and share this to them. Turn on your notification bell so that you'll be notified anytime I post a new video. Now it's time to fry the plantain we cut into long strips. Just throw them quietly into the oil and fry. This particular one took lesser time to fry than the others. If you grew up in Nigeria, you will know that the sellers who hawk plantain chips normally cut it into long strips like this. One thing I observe about this particular slicing method is that it came out so crispy. Remove them from heat once you notice they are ready. You can place on a paper towel and let it absorb excess oil. Also let them cool down for a few minutes and enjoy. And now our plantain chips is ready. It took just a few minutes to get this done. This is a one ingredient snack. You do not need so much ingredients to get this done. So if you're looking to start up a business and you have limited capital, plantain chips business, it's something that you should try. Making it is not complicated at all. It's so simple. If you want to get it right, simply follow the steps in this video in detail. If you enjoyed this video and you're willing to give this recipe a try, give me a thumbs up and drop a comment down below. Once your plantain chips have properly cooled down, go ahead to store them in airtight containers. It will help it last longer. If you leave it open, the chips will lose its lovely crunch. Thanks for watching. I'll see you guys in my next one.